Hey guys, I just wanted to show you a couple of parts that I took off of a tractor. Oil filter, never seen them this rusty before, and the starter solenoid was destroyed. I mean, no continuity, no nothing. But anyway, let me show you what it is. The hood's over here. It's a John Deere L118 Automatic. Son of a friend of mine, co-worker, said it was left out for years, wasn't running right. What I did basically to start out with was I went in the back and I checked what was in the gas tank, and it smelled nasty. So I took off the gas cap. All right, after I took off the gas cap, I unplugged the old fuel filter and everything and put another piece of line into a bucket. I took my handheld leaf blower, I put pressure into the tank, and it actually pushed through the old filter and out into a container until I didn't see anything else come out. Then I put about a gallon of new gas in it, flushed that out so the lines were flushed. So then the gas was taken care of. I put a new piece of gas line on and a new filter. Then what I did was I put positive to the starter so that the starter would crank, and I took this line off and I pulsed it so that fresh fuel was coming out of the vacuum fuel pump. Two reasons: I wanted to make sure the pump was working, and I also wanted to make sure that fresh fuel was coming out. So once that worked, I connected up the fuel line. Once I knew the line was okay, and I said, let me see if I can get this thing started. This filter was destroyed inside. I replaced it. Screws were missing, so I put new 1/4-20 screws in with hardware. Got that missing. It wouldn't start when you turn the key, but it would start if you put a jump box on the starter, so I knew it had to be something with the starter circuit. So I just basically started it with the jump box, let it run. Carburetor filled up. I had to put a jumper on the wire that went to the starter solenoid just to make sure that let fuel in. Once I got it running, I warmed it up. I changed the oil. I put on a high capacity filter, the bigger filter, because I like using those. It was running for a while. Actually, it was running pretty good. So I ran it, changed the oil. Then we had to start with the starter, and the old solenoid wasn't any good. I noticed that the purple wire was getting current, but nothing was happening. So I put another starter solenoid in. And one thing I want to stress with you guys, this is a temporary fix right now. In order to work with the safeties, you have to use a 2-post solenoid, meaning a 4-connection solenoid. 2 connections for the battery, 1 connection that gives you the positive from your key switch, and another connection which connects the switch to ground. What this is this is a grounding wire coming from your safeties. This way, if your safeties aren't in place, it will not provide ground to your solenoid. It will not allow the tractor to start. I'm going to advise the customer of this. I will replace it when I get one, but for now, he can start it, run it. I just have to tell him to be safe. I trust him. But at this point, to get him going, this solenoid works, but you really need the 2-post solenoid, 4-connection solenoids, so that you can attach the safety wires. Again, these are for safeties so that it prevents you from starting the tractor in gear. All right, it's a safety, and it should be done. Anyway, now I'll just show you how it works. Everything runs good. Fuel's pumping. Oil's now changed. Everything's good on the tractor. The battery in it's dated about a year ago, 518, so it's not too bad. It looks like it's charged pretty well. He needs a tube in the front tire, he needs a tube in the back, because they were full yesterday when he gave it to me. Now they're down, so I'll probably put them in a tub of water to see what's going on with them and see if it's just a pinhole leak I could fix, see if it's around the bead or if it's dry rot. If it's dry rot, he's gonna need a tube. It doesn't look like it'll be dry rot, so I'm hoping it's just something simple like the bead or something like that. So, but I'll check it out. So now basically all I have to do, pop the hood back on, clean it up a little for him. The deck's got a bunch of dirt in it, got to clean that out and check that out, but then hopefully it'll be another happy customer. Let me stress again to you guys, when you are fixing these things, you have to play by the rules. You got to be safe. Something like this, to me, since I know the person, I know I can trust him. He doesn't have kids that are going to run it. No one should get hurt with it, but it still bothers me, and for a couple of days until the other solenoid comes in, it's going to bother me. But I know he needs to cut the grass right away, so I want to get him going. So quick fix, temporary fix, but the way to do it is with the other post on there so that all your safety switches will work. If anyone asks you to bypass safety switches, say no. Say if you want to sign a piece of paper saying I'm not responsible, they won't, but just say no, because I will never do that intentionally. We have to be safe. You have to look out for your children, your pets, anyone else that could get hurt by something starting when it shouldn't. So again, be safe. Temporary fix, gonna change it in a couple days when the part comes in, but at this point, you know, he's telling me he's not going to let a child operate it or in the presence of childs or animals, so I trust him. So anyway, that's it for now, guys. Hopefully some of this content's helped you out. If you have any questions, give me a ring, but I tell you, I liked using the blower in the gas tank. You put a little pressure in it. I didn't have my air hose out here. I didn't want to go connect two hoses. So I said, hey, let me try my BG86 steel handheld blower. So I put a little pressure into that outlet. It pressurized that tank. Fuel came squirting out. I got rid of it all. It beats having to vacuum or suck all the fuel out by hand. So just a tip for you guys. Hopefully someone can use it. That's it for now, guys. We'll see you later. Take care.